Hello everyone, welcome to FilmHead, where you will get all kinds of update for newly released movie on internet, Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Disney, or any other OTT platform or in theater worldwide. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and be notified from our channel. Let's start our today's topic. Number 10. The Wandering Earth 2. Frank Guo is the director and co-writer of the 2023 Chinese science fiction action-adventure film The Wandering Earth 2, which stars Wu Jing, Andy Lau, and Li Shuejian. The film is a prelude to the 2019 motion picture The Wandering Earth, which is produced by Lu Cixin and is based on her short story of the same name. The movie is focused on the synopsis that the route to the universe is dangerous, as humanity found out when they erected massive engines on the surface of the planet in an attempt to locate a new home. Young people must once more step forward to begin a race against time in order to save the planet. The movie was nominated as a Chinese entry for the 96th Academy Awards in the Best International Feature Film category. The Wandering Earth 3, the third movie in the series, is scheduled for release in 2027. Number 9. The Last Boy on Earth. This movie is directed by Nicolas Onetti from Argentina and screenwriter is Camilo Zafora. This film says that in a distant future, an enigmatic boy becomes the central figure in the search for a new hope. Who is this kid? Why is everyone looking for him? Sometimes you should be careful of the answers you seek, or not to know certain answers, as the truth may shock you to the core. So, no spoiler. Just watch it at least once. Number 8. Frankenstein. Frankenstein is a 2014 American science fantasy action film written and directed by Stuart Beattie, based on the digital-only graphic novel by Kevin Grevioux. This film tells the story of Adam, a monster created by Frankenstein, realizes that his true calling is to save humanity after he finds himself in the middle of a war between the two immortal clans of demons and gargoyles. He should have had enemies different than gargoyles. He would be a natural enemy to werewolves and vampires. He was a victim of a madman's obsession, but a kind soul who only wanted compassion and a mate. Made of electricity, he could have been given more powers than just strength and speed. This is the kind of movie not to take seriously and watch it for fun. Number 7. The Animal Kingdom. The Animal Kingdom is a 2023 French-Belgian science fantasy dramatic adventure film directed by Thomas Cayley and written by Cayley and Pauline Munier. It was released in France on October 4, 2023 to mostly positive reviews. Francois fights to save his wife, who is afflicted by this unexplained illness, in a world where a wave of mutations is slowly turning certain people into animals. He sets out on an adventure with their 16-year-old son Emile that would alter their life forever as some of the animals vanish into a neighboring forest. It's a beautiful story about a father and son who are going through a hard time. There is an epidemic turning people into animal mutants, and they both are suffering from the loss of their close mates who has been placed in a special facility. Meanwhile, society is divided between those who want to lock the mutants up and those who wish for a peaceful cohabitation. The film was selected to be screened as the opening film of the Uncertain Regard section of the 76th Cannes Film Festival. The main characters are likable and well-developed in a way that makes you root for them. The concept of the story itself is very interesting, and I would recommend this movie. Number 6. Planet Quake. Planet Quake is an asylum film. We can also expect a lot of scenes where the leads stare at screens and type furiously on keyboards while we hear about the destruction they don't have the budget to show. We do get an occasional shot of CGI waves crashing into cities and a few falling buildings, but that's it. In general, this film informs us about deep beneath the Mariana Trench. A tectonic shift results in a string of increasingly powerful earthquakes. There will be billions of victims as the Earth splits apart due to occurrences that a group of elite seismologists are powerless to halt. At last, someone is taking notice of our top seismologists. The Asylum released Planet Quake in a handful of theaters at the end of January. It's now available on various digital platforms. Number 5. Restart the Earth. Restart the Earth is a very good ecological sci-fi thriller that shines with seamless realistic CGI that mostly does impress. This film is about an incident where plant intelligence was released through the unintentional production of a chemical, causing towns to be overtaken by vegetation. A task force forms in the interim to combat this conflict. Judging a film like Restart the Earth means looking at it from two perspectives. As a slice of escapist but well-meaning fantasy fare, it serves its purpose and contains plenty of thrills and spills, both generic and original. As a message film, the jingoistic aspect feels to be more important than the ecological entreaty, and to its detriment for what is a global issue. The actors give it their all, despite the sometimes ropey CG, and I do so like the nervous tension between Yang Hao and Liam O. They like each other, not in a romantic way, and Liam O is the gateway for Yang's acceptance by the military squad. Plus, Tang Xian's performance is so good, full of energy and fun, you want him to make it to the end of the picture. The film probably won't live long in the memory, but that isn't the point of the endeavor. Number 4. Godzilla -1. Visually, Godzilla -1 feels more photorealistic in its big effect sequences than any other film in the series, including the far bigger budgeted Hollywood films. See this film in IMAX or Dolby Cinema, if at all possible. This is the sort of movie making that demands such premium theatrical experiences. This is exactly the sort of movie such things are made for. This film says us that Japan has barely recovered from the Second World War when a gigantic peril emerges off the coast of Tokyo. Koichi, a deserter traumatized by his first confrontation with Godzilla, sees this as an opportunity to redeem his conduct during the war. The fact that you can feel so much power and emotion behind each song is something so indescribably poetic, especially when you watch the movie and see how much significance each song holds in the overall narrative. The themes, heart, and spirit are tackled in a wholesome, unforced way. You will be tagged along for the journey that feels worthwhile. Consequences feel earned, and despite the large-scale colossus threat epitomized by Godzilla, there is a grounded approach that connects you to what is going on screen. Number 3. Borderlands. Borderlands is an upcoming American science fiction action comedy film directed by Eli Roth, who co-wrote the screenplay with Joe Crombie, based on the video game series of the same name developed by Gearbox Software. Borderlands is set to be released in the United States on August 9, 2024, by Lionsgate. It will tell us for an improbable alliance that is formed between an infamous outlaw and a group of unlikely heroes upon her return to her home planet. In order to locate a missing girl who is in possession of a key to unfathomable power, they team together to fight off hostile bandits and alien monsters. We finally got a first look at the trailer for the Borderlands movie, due to be released August 9th, 2024. Number 2. Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire EA is a 2024 American monster film directed by Adam Wingard. Produced by Legendary Pictures and distributed by Warner Bros. Pictures, it is the sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong, 2021, and the 5th film in the MonsterVerse franchise. Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire premiered at Grauman's Chinese Theater on March 25, 2024, and was released in the United States on March 29th. The main synopsis is Godzilla and the almighty Kong who face a colossal threat hidden deep within the planet, challenging their very existence and the survival of the human race. Whether you are a fan of Godzilla, Kong, or both, this movie is truly a worthy watch that fulfills our wishes for more adventure, action, sci-fi, and of course giant monsters galore. Number 1. Alien: Romulus. Alien: Romulus is an upcoming American science fiction horror film. It is the 7th installment in the Alien franchise and is set between the events of Alien, 1979, and Aliens, 1986. The film is scheduled to be theatrically released by 20th Century Studios on August 16, 2024. It will tell us that young people on a distant world find themselves confronting the most terrifying life form in the universe. The first trailer for franchise relaunch Alien: Romulus promises a return to the roots of the iconic sci-fi horror series. The timeline places it between Alien and Aliens and follows a group of young space colonizers as they go scavenging on a derelict space station. It arrives as the Fargo creator Noah Hawley prepares to make a TV series based in the Alien universe, set 3 decades before the first movie, also involving Scott. So, dear audience, thanks for staying with us, and wait for next videos.